Chapter 3, in which unforeseen events occur.
Inside each oyster shell lurks a pearl, a perfectly formed little gem, perfectly smooth, perfectly round, perfectly radiant, rose-colored, yellow, the purest of white, like a little moon one holds in one's hand.
We're at Primary Stages. We're rehearsing Donald Margulies' play Shipwrecked, The Amazing Adventures of Louis de Rougemont, as told by himself. The longest play title I've ever worked on. It's really about storytelling. It's an adventure story, and it's based on the true life adventures of a man in the late 19th century.
He shows up to tell you the story of his life, and he goes to sea as a young man, and there winds up being an awful shipwreck. And he winds up stranded on an island with only his dog for a companion.
He's a true life castaway. So most of the story is his adventures at sea, being shipwrecked on this island.
Eventually returning to England to tell his story there, and then you get all the convolutions that happen with London.
Well, it definitely is an adventure. It's a really beautiful take on storytelling in its purest form.
Donald wrote the play for his son, Miles, who is, I think, 15 or 16 now. And there's great joy in the telling, and it's a fabulous celebration of the art of storytelling. So people can expect to really watch a theatrical event unfold nakedly in front of their eyes.
It's kind of theater in the rough, I guess. And it's funny and it's fast-moving, but you really see the actors working. I mean, they move in and out of character, they play instruments, they do everything themselves.
It's all very exposed, like it's, there aren't any curtains really or any of that. So you see, you know, for example, me go from a dog to over here and make this octopus sound happen, and there's like this whole puppet thing that happens with this octopus swallowing this guy up, and then I come back over here and make some noise, and I go out as the dog and make like, oh, I'm worried there's an octopus coming, and then I come back over here and make the noise, you know, so it's a lot of that, and you see all that, so it's a spectacle, it's an event.
I'm John Gramata, I'm the composer and sound designer for Shipwrecked, and I've spent several months putting together a variety of different sound effect making devices and instruments to try to give the actors a large palette to be able to make all the sound effects for the production.
The sound comes from the ground up, and John Gramata has supplied us with so much fun toys to work with, you know, so that's kind of exciting.
The idea behind this play and this production is that we expose the theatricality of storytelling, and so pretty much most all the sound effects are operated and made by the actors on stage. They're made live.
We have a very small cast playing a huge number of roles.
Well, I play about 20 or so roles, I think.
I play, I don't know how many different characters, but 20 or so, I would say, ranging from a dog to Queen Victoria to this stuff, an octopus, and what, fire, creaking ship, masts, and pearls, and there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we depict stars in the production, but we don't depict them just in a visual way. But I thought about how do I depict stars in an auditory way. So to me, the sort of the idea of using twinkly keys is a way to suggest the idea of stars.
The inner workings of a story are exposed. So you see like the wiring and everything, how the sounds are created, how the characters kind of come about. You see us putting on the costumes.
It's a very fun play, and it's really most of it is us telling this adventure story, and we do it in a very kind of old-fashioned way. We want people to be in on the bare bones of how easily you can tell a story and make magic in the theater.